This is so cool. Cindy does the most amazing Oyster Rockefeller ever. And yet, we came across this and we brought them into the Welcome Center. And what we're doing, we learned a new way to do it. So, anyways, what we're doing is putting in these. And this is about 400 degrees. We're on a little red egg. They're like a big green egg, only it's a little red egg. All right, so, and we put these down like so. And really, it's about 3 minutes, I think, to do it. So these are fresh oysters that we got in from Nova Scotia, Lunenburg, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, we put them on for about 3 minutes on the flat side, and then flip them over if I can. This is so much easier than chucking them. Guess I shouldn't get the GoPro too close to the 400 degrees. Probably doesn't work too well. Oh, and you see how it pops there? There we go. And we throw them in the bucket. So keep an eye. This guy just opened up. So then what Cindy does after this is that she gets the lemon, the lime and salt and pepper and Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce and Parmesan cheese and panko breadcrumbs. And I'll show you what we do after that. Oh, you just popped. It's really cool when they pop, actually. You hear them. It beats shucking and stabbing your thumbs. Oh, pop. So there we go. We've got a whole pot full done. Probably it took about, I don't know, to do 80. I think that probably took about 15 minutes. It's a lot better than trying to shuck and rip your thumbs off. So now we've taken off the top lid, and now Cindy's going to do her stuff here. These are warm, obviously.
But they're not overcooked. They still have a little bit of the oyster juice in them. And that's really important because you don't want to kill them with kindness. So how we're going to start this is we're going to just put a little bit of Worcestershire on each oyster. A little Jim, I could use the whole bottle for him because he loves it so much.
I could guzzle that stuff.
And
I think Worcestershire and vodka would be a rather good.
And if you're a fan of hot sauce like we are, I'm using sambal oelek tonight. You could use anything that you wanted, a milder form where you could use none at all. Some people would just prefer a mild seafood sauce, but it just kind of brings all the flavor out of the oyster, but you don't want to kill it. We already did that. So just dot it a little bit with the hot sauce, the sambal. And then we're going to give it a good shaking of black pepper. That's up to you once again. But this is fresh ground black pepper, which is always the greatest when you're cooking. And then we're going to grate some fresh Parmesan over top of it. If I had my other shredder here, it would be a better thing because I can coat it more, or I would just slice it thinly. This isn't working so great, so
it's working good.
You better to slice it with a knife so it actually melts. Anyway, you get the idea of it. Pause.
Okay.
As you can see, I kind of gave up on that little grater. It wasn't giving me enough Parmesan. And you really want a nice chunk of it, so just shave it off with a knife, or if you've got a proper grater. I don't know where mine is. I couldn't find it. And
Jim lost it.
Jim probably lost it. It's hidden in another cupboard or a drawer that he didn't close. But it's important to get lots of fresh shaved Parmesan or Pecorino or Asiago, whatever your favorite is, and put that directly on top of the oyster with its little treatments on it. And then when you're finished that, the next step is panko. Now, I would prefer to use croutons that I've smashed up, that I've made homemade, but we don't have that luxury tonight. So I'm just going to sprinkle some breadcrumbs on here. It'd be really nice if we had like a grater, a grill that we could set these on. So you put the grill underneath these and on the plate, and then you don't lose all of your fixings, because I'm sure you're going to want to do them all and maybe do more than we have here, which we will be doing a second round. But we have toasted these panko crumbs lightly with a torch, a small home torch. Henry, you can't have the oysters. And what we're going to do now is Henry, stay out of the oysters.
Hey,
we're just going to drizzle.
I don't think so, Buck.
Drizzle these with a bit of butter. You can never have enough butter. Butter's good. Butter and cheese. They're butter and cheese and maybe wine
Put more
too.
on him. You sort of missed him.
Is he kind of lonely?
He is.
Okay.
That one too. A little bit there.
Oh my goodness,
there
Jim.
you go.
Okay. And then you can just give him a really quick...
Real lemon.
Yes, because I forgot the lemons at the Welcome Center. So you would have a nice real lemon. And there you go, Jim. They're off to the races.
So then, okay, let's see how we're doing here. Ooh, that's right about on. Everything's bubbling. Okay. Easy peasy. I think we're going to have to do lobster one night like this, Send.
Really? I don't know. Don't screw with my lobster.
I know.
Although we do have a few extra tails so far in
We
the
do.
freezer at the Welcome Center. You do yours that way, and I'll stick with tradition.
Well, yeah, I know. Anyway, these look outstanding, to say the least. Little warm. Do you want the tongs? Come on, you're tough. Come on, Send. You can do it. You can do it. I'm not going to do it, but you can do it. Oh, there's wine. Go figure. How'd that get there? There you go. That is like a quick Oyster Rockefeller on the barbecue at about 400. Really, in the scheme of things, about 10 minutes. So about 3 minutes to pop the shells, and then do your thing. Take the lids off, add all your stuff, and
voila.
There's more. There's some for Henry.
Henry perked up with
that. There we go. Yeah,
okay.
He did. He did. So
enjoy.
Go.
Enjoy.
There you go.
I'm sure if you were a mussel fan or not a mussel fan, which we have fresh mussels right now at the Welcome Center, you could probably do this with mussels.
We should try it.
Because there's so little usually meat in the oyster or the mussel. These are pretty big guys.
Yeah.
But if you put all of this on the outside...
Well, let's do the mussel video tomorrow.
All right.
We'll
Sounds
try
good.
it. Anyways, we're going
Cheers.
to eat. Bye.
Cheers.